All right, my lovely Hammers fans, it's Nick from Claret and Booze. I hope you are all well. Okay, well, if you're watching this video, then it's good news. Angel Gomes has signed for West Ham on a pre-contract starting next season. Only got to wait a few months on a free transfer. Amazing bit of business. We'll get into that in a minute. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's free to do so. And don't forget, most importantly, drop a like on the video, especially this one. Yeah, I've known about this for a while, but I was asked to keep it quiet for obvious reasons. He is in high demand. He's a top player. He was at Man United. They released him. He went to France, smashed it up in France. He's on the England scene now. And there were a lot of clubs after his signature. So we've done an amazing job to get him. When you consider you do knock the club an awful lot for bad business. This is the complete opposite. This is fantastic. And this is exactly the type of signing that I was hoping to see, to revitalise our midfield. So, yeah, very exciting for us. He's been flown into Sullivan Towers. He's signed that deal, and it's all done. Sadly, he's got to go back to France. But it is what it is, It's something to look forward to next year. And you've got to give Sullivan credit for this one because he's managed to get it done on a low as well. He hasn't leaked this story to anyone. And massive kudos to Graham Potter, more importantly, who did not sit on this. He was offered the player, and straight away, bang, went yes. Go and get him. Completely different to managers prior to him in Moyes and Lopetegui. He would just sit there and diver, and we would end up missing out on targets. Graham Potter said this is exactly the type of player that we need to go and get. And when you look at him and you look at his profile, he's very similar to what Potter's worked with before. If you think of McAllister and Casiado, even though they're not the same type of player, sort of diminutive, very technically gifted, quick, can carry the ball, can pass, can see a pass, flair, creativity, just got everything, goal scoring ability, assists. He can do the lot. He's a complete midfielder. He's not big. Like I said, he is small, so the complete opposite to what we're used to in, the giants that we've been putting in midfield with Thomas Souček and the like. But we're going to be playing a different type of football now, and that signing is proof of that, of the direction that we are now going in. It's fantastic. Really, really exciting. I'm more excited about this than I have been about the striker news, because we're going to get a striker in. But there's no point in having a good striker unless you can provide him with chances, unless you can build up, unless you can transition through the park. The midfield has been killing West Ham for years now. And this is the first piece of that puzzle. Bearing in mind, we've got the likes of Freddie Potts to come back as well. We should be looking completely different in the centre of the park next year. I know that Alvarez is going to be staying because Potter, well, we want him to stay, and so does Potter. And the player now is keen on staying and working with Potter. The only way he will go will be if, for some reason, we do have to cash in or whatever else. I don't know. I hope that doesn't happen because I think there's a great player in Alvarez. So when you look at the options that we're going to have next year already, it's getting exciting. And I'm not as worried now about losing players, hemorrhaging players, because I think that the work that Potter's going to do with this squad, with this team, towards the end of the season, I don't think we're going to be losing loads of players that we want to lose anyway. But look, anyway, I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. Going to keep it short and sweet. As I've already said, bit of exclusive news from Claret and Booze. That rhymes. Just for you. So if you did enjoy the video, please subscribe, drop a like on the video. And yeah, there's some other bits and pieces out there as well that I'm aware of. But the same thing, I'm not gonna release it until it's a done deal. So yeah, speak to you all soon. Come on, you ones.